Hello. Back again with the old Kislevites. This time facing a very high team value dwarf team. So what we're going to see here is a lot of players, a lot of guard, a lot of mighty blow. It's going to be painful. Not as many players as I thought, but yeah, it's full of pain. Yeah. Yep. Do they have... Okay, he's good, but he's not... He doesn't have dodge, so there is that. They do have some long beards with dodge, which is not as bad. Wow, amazing record. You can get records like that with dwarves, though, because they can be hard to do anything against. So if we manage to get anything out of this game, it's going to be tough, let's say. We'll get some endorsements. I really don't know what. I guess probably Wizard, in the hopes that we can at least steal the ball at some point, but it's not going to be easy. I don't know how much we get, actually. Probably not a ton. I suppose Babes as well. We don't actually have a spare player this game either. Oof, we're going to get wrecked. Oh well. You got to believe, right? I've gone into pretty much... towards the end of the season, I've gone into pretty much every game feeling like we're going to get wrecked. And... you know, because we have kind of got in that mode, so... Alright, let's see. Is there anything... arguably not bad? Let's have one more quick look. Trying to decide if they're going to foul it. I don't know if they are. Or we could do a wizard and a babe. Let's put in a wizard and a babe. I mean, this could be our last game. Okay, we've got 40 left. Can we find a player that kind of fits that? Maybe we could throw in a lineman. Is there any cheap players here? Chainsaw's not really worth it, ironically. You know what? Let's throw in an extra mercenary lineman. No, we're not going to make him level 2. I mean, it'd be nice for him to have block. But, we're probably going to need that cash to replace the team, so let's not. I mean, and this could be our last game. At least we're getting one game in with the bear having guard, which is a beautiful thing. Now, we're going against a team where that's hardly going to matter because their entire team has guard, but, you know, it's the principle of the matter, isn't it? I think taking the wizard is sensible because cage diving them is going to be next to impossible. I mean, it's going to be doable, but they're going to use guard all the way around the cage, right? And just march up, killing one of our players a turn. Which is sensible. He's going on defense. Okay, cool. So the plan... We'll see how the plan develops. He's got strip ball on this guy, so watch out for him. I mean, their record's so solid. I'm I'm fairly sure that they play with Dorse all the time and really know them well, so we're not going to be able to trick them. Yeah. Do we bother trying to hit the front line? They don't have stand firm, at least. So I suppose so. I'm not going to commit too many guys to it, though. We don't really need our wrestle guy as much this game because strip ball is not going to be as useful. So I don't mind going for hits with him because he might be able to knock him down by default. Yeah, and I guess we'll probably try and use our mighty blow to hit this guy. Does he not have piling on anybody? Well, that's something, because piling on is the worst. Oh, we've got a bear as well. Forgotten about him already. Okay, I mean, yeah, he should probably get up there. We can save this guy. Am I happy with this weird setup? Let's put you in here just in case I can get an extra, I need to get an extra hit because they do both downs. Okay, I guess we're good. No real plans so far. I'm going to see how this develops. That's not the way I was hoping it would develop, if I'm being honest. Alright, so let's see how this is going to go. Excellent, excellent. We pushed him away. Honestly, pushes are about as good as we're going to get this game, so... You gotta take what you can get here. Let's see, we'll pop you up in here. Ball is relatively safe as of right now. We'll come through and fail to make this hit. Yeah. Okay, we knocked him over, but we used a reroll, what we don't really want to use. Okay, now let's see how responsive the bear is today. Very. So he can obviously come through and hit this guy, and he may do, although... Oh boy, Cornelius has taken on a whole new lease of life. This would be a brave Apo. Yeah. Oh, one guard out of the way. Wow. What do you know? So you can now come up here. You're probably gonna get wrecked. Let's pop you here. Boy, I'm thinking I might just want to put the ball on Bartholomew. Okay, let's, hang on. No, let's just do that. I was gonna pass it off, but then I suddenly realized that we only have this guy here. So let's pop somebody in just behind. If I had moved this guy up already, it would be okay, but I hadn't. So reroll used bad. Dwarf injured. Unprecedented. Now the question is this going to be one of those games where our armor holds up ridiculously, or is it going to be one of those games where we lose a couple of people a turn? Only time can tell. How many mighty blow does he have? Well, he has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has plenty. And he's probably going to want to try and keep as many of them in contact as possible. And we're down to... Well, we have the bear guard, but we do also have guard here. So we have 2 guards. I put him just out of range of this guy. Well, he could GFI, but obviously it's a bit early for GFIing, right? Probably take a juicier target like not this guy. Yeah, just take whoever's close. Felix, our new guy. Getting used to what life on the team is like. A foul would be a very brave move. I'm not saying he's not going to do it, but it would be a bold decision. I guess this is just to keep Felix locked in, which honestly Felix is kind of okay with. Okay, is he allowing us some Felix time? I kind of want to make a move up here. Or no, let's put it this way. I kind of want to see if we can make a move up here. Let's see if Cornelius is willing to move. Very first thing. He is. Don't have to make a big move, but if we can kind of like sidle around, that would be a real bonus. Well, the stun is pretty sweet. He's probably wondering what's going on with his armor right now. Because I don't want to score super early, but at the same time, if he's going to give us this much pitch to play with, it would be nice to kind of get into a nice position, right? I mean, he's got the movement, honestly, to be able to come around a little bit. It'd be interesting to see how much he kind of forces his way into us. Sure. Just try and make it awkward to get on the bear. He can bring people in here, but let's make it kind of awkward. And then just in case he does get the bear over, let's bring this guy over just as a, so we have a continued situation here. Yeah, I probably should have just left him there. That's done, it's fine. So yeah, we've made a little move. I'm not committing to this, although it does kind of look like I am because my entire team's over here by this guy. But if he makes like, if it looks like it's going to be really difficult to continue to push up into this corner, I mean, I'm not unwilling to abandon it and just come back round. I'd be happy about that if he didn't have a second bite of the cherry here. Ah, he bit the cherry. So he'll probably do that, maybe. Although, does he want to stand next to this guy? Depends how much guard he can get in there. Could get this guy in there. He may just, yeah, he may just come here. Nope. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. I mean, he can only, well, this guy can get it. He can get his runners over here. Yeah, Caspian is kind of out on his own right now. I'm finding this really fascinating. He might just be happy leaving this guy on the bear, actually, because it kind of keeps him locked in place, right? Okay, so he is coming over there. And we did commit our block over here, so... I mean our guard. So we'd have to leap our guard out to... Oh. Are you coming over here as well? I'm not sure what's happening. I don't see this guy dodging. Could go for 2 dice against. Oh, he is coming over. Okay. And what are you doing? Just hanging out. Okay, so... what I'm thinking... is... here... 1, 2, 3... 5, 6... So I'd really need somebody on the top. Which is kind of awkward to get. This guy could totally do it with a leap, but... it's not really what I want to do at the beginning of a turn. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. I can I can dodge past this guy, but it doesn't really help because I end up in the same situation. Okay, I guess we're GFing, but at the beginning of the turn. So if this goes wrong, suddenly the whole half is looking a bit dodgy. Okay, that is nice. It's not what I really want to be doing. That is what I want to be doing. Just a push, I guess, is okay. We'll kind of stay where we are. I think we're going to get a little bit squashed ultimately here, but isn't that always the way of things? We may regret all of our life choices here. Okay, so I guess this is the next... Oh boy, would you believe it? Dodging not going the best right now, and we're breaking armor every time as well, but on the plus side, they're not going off the field, so... Now, theoretically, we're in scoring range as well, so it'd be interesting to see... I mean, he's fine with us scoring, I think. I don't really want to, unless I suddenly feel on this turn a lot of pressure. If I feel a lot of pressure, like if I feel like we're in a bit of a dodgy situation, which is always a threat with this team, then yeah, I may go in. I wonder if we can get away with no skills, or just the... I mean, you'd think I'd been playing my team long enough to be able to actually recognize what people are, but probably not. Okay, so he's looking like he's... Oh, that guy's got the strength as well. The strength is very nice. The nice thing is this guy's pretty good, and he's kind of off out doing nothing right now. Okay, so here comes the aggression. And why not when you've got Blodge Guard, right? Okay, this guy does have tackle, so no surprise here. Right down we go. Let's fall back in, I think. I mean, can't really argue with that, can we? So much guard on this team. Okay, cool. Alright, so I don't really like this, but we have a potential way out here. All depends if we knock this guy over, really. If we don't, we're probably just backing off. Like, full-on backing off. Do you need to get up? Yes. Do you need to get up? No. Let's not get you up unless we need to get you up. Okay, we knocked him over, so that's a bonus. That means we have this. Oh, we got the knockdown. That was like playing against Amazons here. Amazon dwarfs is the what we all want to see, right? Yeah, I think we come up to here. We see if the bear is willing to move. He is. So we have somewhere to move the ball, which is nice. And then we can concentrate on how on earth do we cope with this. Why is that? Oh yeah, you don't have... Okay. Oh, you know what? That could be a problem. Okay, I don't like this, but... No, maybe it should be you. Okay, nice. So we had to cover that because they could kind of potentially force a hole through here. Oh, a good leap. Which means I think you can leap as well. Or, well, you can leap. Whether you land or not is the question, really, isn't it? And you can. Okay. I mean, that's about as much as we can do there. We need to remember who has tackle, because with tackle not being shown up, by reducing the skills, I have to remember the Longbeards all have tackle as well. Which I know in my mind, but sometimes you get used to looking at the skills, right? Even after all this time of playing, you kind of see what's there and you're like... The nice thing is we have this guy coming back next turn as well. So they can kind of rotate over, but we have a free guy to start forming a defense on this side. We're really just trying to play keep away at the moment. Until either things get too scary and we feel like we have to score, or the end of the half. How you know, however it works. What I am happy about is how few blocks we're giving away. I can't guarantee that will stay. I mean, part of that is that they're not actually committing, or they haven't been committing that many guys yet. He's going to have to bring somebody in down here if he wants to make this hit. Because he needs 2 more assists here. Okay, so he's done that. So I guess he's gonna go... You don't have guard, right? Yeah, he's gonna go for the wrestle guy. Now, this could all end in disaster, of course, and the disaster being... I mean, worst case scenario is that we give the ball away early enough that he can score. Second to worst case scenario is that we don't score. But that wouldn't be truly the end of the world. Possibly. Just in the sense that... oh, nice. Just in the sense that we have a wizard, right? Okay, interesting. So we do theoretically have a block over here. It's given us a way through here as well, which is nice. Okay, the question is... will this guy fall over? And the answer is yes. So that's a bonus. So we can kind of come around the side. Now this is a bit dodgy. Because if this doesn't work, we're kind of giving him a surf. And by kind of, I mean entirely. Let's see if we can move this guy in any way. Oh, we can in the best way. Boy, we've he's not going to be happy with how well we've been doing with those. Now, will the bear move is the next important question. That is a good answer, my friend. So I have to think everything through kind of carefully here, because it's very easy to make terrible mistakes. I guess that will... ooh, will that do? This is not good, because he can now surf this guy. Unless... I think I have to do this. Boy, my dodging is really working so far. Okay. Boy, this is intense on the thinking front, and I feel like I can still constantly make mistakes. So the downside is we have given him a block here. if he wants to, you know... I mean, it's a 1 dice into a 2 dice against as of right now. He could... no, it's going to be hard to get anybody over there to make that better. He does have 4 rerolls, so he might just chance it just to try and, you know, get back in things here. I mean, so far we've been kind of playing like a bunch of elves. That will stop, and we will start failing every leap. I mean, we failed our first 2 leaps, right? Or our first 2 dodges, we didn't do them as leaps. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we're on like a 67 or something, which is theoretically where you should be at. Okay, Caspian, unfortunately with no skills to help him out there. Probably going to come all the way in. Could come here if he wanted. If he wanted to keep us tied up. But he might be happy just moving this guy somewhere over. Okay, he wants to contact him to put the pressure on, which makes sense. If he goes again, then he may as well have just clicked it twice anyway. Okay, he's very restrained. Or maybe he's not, maybe he'll still go for it. I think he knows if he fails that, though, that he's not in a good position. He might still do it, but obviously if he fails that, then suddenly we have an easy next turn to get safe. So he's on a 4+ the first time to knock us down. He might well go for this. He's really thinking about it. Okay, he did. Surprised he didn't get this guy up first, to be honest. Yeah, we want to be as far as we can. If this guy would move, that'd be nice. He will at least move. We'll stay where we are. That frees up our blitzer to come do the blitz. That's disappointing. Can't really reroll it, unfortunately. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I think we need to come here to protect against this guy. Let's see what happens here. Okay, that is good. Follow up on that. Boy, I moved him into contact with this guy as well, which is not ideal. Now, one thing I will say is these guys do get a chance to knock these guys over pretty well, so that's a little bit of a worry. I'm not sure how I feel about that. How do I feel about this? I think maybe I'd rather be here. No, we can't do that one. Whew. We're stunning ourselves whenever we try and run away. But we've managed to hold on to 2 rerolls for 2 turns. We might need to go in next turn, assuming we get the chance. I'm not sure what he has in store this turn. He's got a lot of free players this time, and he can knock this guy over. And he has a block with this guy as well. So he can definitely make some stuff happen here if he so chooses. Oh boy, that's... I wonder if he'll re-roll that. No, it's probably not worth it because this guy actually blocks things off. Yeah, this guy blocks things off anyway. But that's really good for keeping the integrity of our corner. So let's see how he approaches this now. He's still got things he can do. Boy, you gotta say, Cornelius having guard has already kind of shown how useful it is, how useful this guy would have been with just one skill throughout the entirety of our attempts, but hey. Alright, so he's coming in hard. I think he maybe is going to go... Yeah, I think he's... Is he? It would be a 1 dice if he gets the Dauntless. Was he looking at... I think that was a mistake. Okay. Going in here so he can bring this guy up and in. And if he can get an armor break on Felix, even better. He didn't. I expect him to come up to... Yeah. There. Which is a touch risky. But if he brings him in... He might bring him in here. Well, it's not that risky. He's got strength 4. Okay, he's bringing him there just to kind of like clamp the pressure on. And now he can... I don't know what he's going to do with this guy. Because obviously this guy has guard, so he didn't stop us from providing assists. Okay, rerolled the Dauntless, and the bear goes down. Okay, so now the big question is, can we get this safe enough to survive a turn? Honestly, probably not. Well, maybe if we come over. Our guard's not really in the right place. Okay, that does kind of help. You're stuck though. Does this really help anything? I mean, this would help something. I don't know how we're gonna... Because we'd need to get this guy out of the way. I don't think we have enough guys to do it in a reliable fashion. Okay, we did knock him down. I guess we would follow that. Then I guess we do this. We're kind of playing this by ear at this stage. A lot depends on how much damage we do and that kind of thing. Okay, we didn't knock him out, which is unfortunate. So we could come up to here. Where can you go that helps out? If you go here... then you can go here. Okay. It's about as much as we can do. I don't feel safe here, but we'll kind of see. I don't see how he gets in here to make an actual tackle. And we're in leaping range, right? I think he's going to have to do something special to make it so we don't have a 2+2+ to get in. But I'm not saying he doesn't have that in him, because obviously I'm respecting him as a dwarf coach. He knows what he's doing. His record speaks to that. But yeah, so I was trying to think as we were going there. But basically what I was doing there was doing each move with the potential that I knew that if it didn't knock somebody over, that I was pretty much going to be like, well, okay, we're going to have to go in. Like, if we didn't knock this guy over, I probably would have felt like, yeah, we just need to go in here because they've got too many people in contact with us. You know, if the bear hadn't have got up, that, even right at the beginning of the turn, would have been enough to make me run in. So he's kind of thinking this through. Does he have a... You've already moved. I mean, you already got up. So if you were going to do like a blitz here, that time is gone. Is he wondering about moving... Hang on, what is he wondering about doing? There may be... I wonder if he's thinking about chain pushing something into existence. Okay, he's just moving that guy. So what's next? Just hitting him again. Fair enough. So now what's next? No guard here, so... Okay, just blitzing here. Interesting. Might reroll. Nope. I guess he maybe is gonna... Okay, now I think he's just trying to defend his players. Yeah. Oh, he's thinking about rerolling this one. And it worked out for him. We'll just stay where we are. Okay, not the end of the world. So I guess we try and hit this guy. Whoops. And probably call it at that. We'll definitely call it at that. Right? Yeah, there's too much guard going on to hit this guy. Unless I can... you know what? Well, let's see what happens here. If we quad skull, then that means we don't have to worry about it. Okay, we knocked him over. Okay, so I'm going after the armor value 8, guys, just on the off chance that we get something from it. We don't, we'll just push him away. That's fine. And that is the only thing... I mean, obviously we could do that, but I'm not that brave. So in goes Rafferty. Whew, good job, my friend. Overall, okay, so downside is that Bartholomew has stayed out, but plus side is we have a spare guy who can throw up on the line there to join poor old Severin. I guess we'll do the classic. Now, obviously, we've injured one of them. All we've really done through that injury is got rid of one guard, which is not to be sniffed at, but it's not one of their sort of like outright dangerous players. I did not set this up right. I guess you never know if he's gonna. I mean, we don't know what this guy can do. He may be able to one turn with this. He's got a movement 7. It's not out of the realms of possibility. Okay, I am gonna be right back. So obviously, the first half so far has gone very well for us, but there is the danger that we lose some guys, and you know, that could get very. You know, let's say we lose 2 guys, and that Bartholomew decides not to wake up. Then they probably can push through and score relatively quickly, especially if they get a couple more injuries as they push on, 2 or 3 injuries as they push on, and then suddenly maybe we're looking at like trying to hold out for 4 or 5 turns rather than trying to score. So, you know, there's dangers. So he's setting up for the riot here, which is the way to go. He may foul depending on how it goes as well. Okay, no riot is good. Because, I mean, we can probably defend it. Doors aren't the fastest, so it's going to be hard to get out in front of this guy and protect. No, it wouldn't be that crazy. We would probably be able to set up a pretty nice screen though. What he'd probably do is run this guy forwards some way. Okay. That's fine. For him, I mean. I'd probably do this one. Just a push. I wonder if he's gonna go with this. He's probably gonna go with the Troll Slayer on the bear. But he might blitz this guy first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be a GFI if he doesn't knock him over the first time, but it's the end of the half, it's not the end of the world. He might... he can't really get somebody where he wants them. Well, he could put this guy in, down here, just to make the... We'll see. He can play it how he wants. Actually, I think it is going to go into a... Okay, okay. What's going on here? What I'm pleased about is I feel like this is, you know, it's always nice when you play what seems to be a solid player, but they are taking a while to take their turns, because that says to me that we're, you know, doing something positive. You know, we're forcing a good player to make tough decisions. So just getting his extra assist in here, and then it's time to take down Cornelius. Didn't really need the Dauntless, which is what you want to, you know, if you don't have to use it, you don't use it. Now let's see, if he brings this guy in down here, he's fouling. Okay, he's fouling. Which is, I suppose, semi-risky, but I think he's kind of feeling like, I gotta try and, like, you know, he's got a wizard. I should try and, like, if I can take the bear out, that's a huge linchpin of his defense gone. Okay, no dice. Obviously the downside would be you might be playing a player down in the second half, which you really don't want to do as dwarfs, if you don't have to. And now he can use the reroll, because there's nothing else he needs it for. But yeah, we made him take a whole turn just doing his free blocking, so our team is set up nicely. Ooh, that's nice. We probably play him. And I think we leave out Rafferty. Because Rafferty has the speed, but the sidestep and block could be useful, and potentially dodge at times. So we'll recenter these guys. And let's see if we can set up some kind of defense here. I guess what we'll do is we'll do the slightly spread one. I don't really like the tight one unless you're playing as elves. Do we have enough guys to put on the front? Not really. So we will play the tight one. Kind of gives away who we think our star players are, but I'm sure he can kind of figure that out for himself. Alright, so let's see what the game throws at us here, and indeed what the game throws at them. The only downside about leaving Rafferty off is that does leave us with only 2 throwers on the field. So the more we can protect them, the better, but I don't know how easy that's going to be. Because obviously they're our best guys to throw in to try and pick up the ball and stuff as well. But let's see what the kickoff does, and then we can start talking about how we're going to approach this half. Because I could talk about it and then the kickoff completely throw everything off. I think even with the wizard, the most likely result as of right now is a tie. Because recovering it's going to be hard. They're probably going to protect this and do a slow, methodical drive, trying to injure a few of our players as they go along. But we don't know that for sure. I mean, this is a player that has won a lot of games, so they obviously have pushed in the past. I think our team, weirdly enough, despite all its flaws, our team is one of the more dangerous teams to try and push hard against. Because if you get too separate from the rest of your team, we obviously have guys that can jump in and wrestle the ball away, right? In a way that only, like, wood elves really do. and everybody fears Wood Elves, even Dwarfs. Although Wood Elves also fear Dwarfs. It's a matchup that's either going to be 4-0 to the Wood Elves or like 2-0 to the Dwarfs, and the Wood Elves are all dead. Okay, so let's see what kickoff has in store for us. Anything could happen. Oh, I'll take an extra reroll though. That's nice. It gave him one in the first half and us one in the second half. If only it was always that benevolent. Okay, so he's being careful, which is sensible, although we're a long way from that ball. And now he's going to see if he can put a dent in our team. Certainly a little bit of a dent, but he's going to be looking for he needs guys off the field. Well, he wants guys off the field. He's a good player. He can probably play without taking people out. Alright, so now it's time for the bear. Failed Dauntless, doesn't matter. Okay, did get Cornelius out. So here's what we're going to do, and it's going to be controversial. We're going to Apo that, because we're trying to win and it's the end of the season here. And this is a big player. I mean, he can foul him, but then he's committing to foul him, whereas if we had just let it go, he wouldn't be trying to do a foul, right? So we're taking a gamble, but in a way, we're playing for the game rather than the season, because, you know, I feel like it's got to be close to ending. The PlayStation season ended last week, and I think it's usually only a one week shorter. So we could be in the last days of this one. I honestly don't know. Oh, that was interesting. I'd have been tempted to let that one go, I think, at this stage, because there's no real threat on the ball. I guess he really wants the foul. I guess if you're going to do it, you may as well bring this guy in as well. There's no reason not to give yourself the extra chance. Now, if he gets him off, obviously our Apo doesn't look so great. But, you know, I don't think that's a good reason not to do it. There we go. So, no real change there. Would have been... He broke armor, but obviously we're already stunned. Ball not secure as well is nice. Do we now send guys round? I mean, we at least send Felix round, right? He's going to be able to recover this and get back over here. He hasn't... the good way about he's set up here as well is that he hasn't given us any good blocks. He's got his dodge guys on the edges, which is nicely played. I guess we've got to at least sort of get in his business a little bit. And what I'm wondering about doing is popping this guy here. Okay. Didn't really work out the way we'd like it to. Yeah, I was trying to... Yeah, that didn't really pan out. Pop you up here. We do have the wizard, but there's no point in using it right now, unfortunately. We could bring that guy up onto this guy. Okay, so I think we try this. Oh, hang on. I thought I'd be able to do this in a safe way, but I can't. So obviously this is not a foolproof line, but he kind of has to break this line there to do anything of you know, to reconnect, I guess I should say. And we've not completely deserted this, just in case he does something wild, which at this stage of the game you could come down, hit this guy, grab the ball and hand it off to a blitzer, and then suddenly be formed up down here. So yeah, he's going to kind of form up, or he's going to... well, it'd be interesting to see what he does, because it's kind of squished in, right? He can't quite make a box in here. Yeah, of course, having said we need to protect our catches, I've gone and not done that exactly. Oh, that's nice, though. He might even re-roll that. He doesn't, okay. That's awkward. Good old Russell doing things. So where's he gonna go now? Okay, so he may be doing something wild here, or he may just be forming up in the middle and putting a bunch of guard round. Looks like he's prepping the space first, which makes sense. Especially seeing as you want to kind of like get guys marked up just in case the pickup goes wrong. I mean, Rutherford is still a threat, even though the strip ball isn't going to work on him because the wrestle still does, right? Okay, so yeah, he's kind of pre-forming his cage here, which is wise. The fact that both his runners have tackle is interesting. I just noticed that. I'm really surprised that this one got tackle after this one got tackle, because this is obviously your ball get rid of. What would I have given him instead, though? I guess is the question. You could argue that there's not anything that's necessarily more worth giving him. Yeah. Alright, so here he comes into his little cage. No problem there. And he's going for the foul still. Okay. I mean, he'll probably be happy even if he stuns him, but if he gets him out, he'll be extra happy. And it's a lot easier to injure this guy, so... Okay, just a stun. He's been both lucky and unlucky with his fouls, I guess. Okay, good, Cornelius. Yeah, we're not wizarding this because this isn't, as of right now, a perfect situation. Hang on there. No, never mind. I thought for a moment we might have a chain push, but we do not. Alright, so... I'm just trying to decide what we do have. So obviously we have a potential hit here. I guess we get in position and try that. Okay. Not the perfect result. That being the case, we probably want to hit somebody with Mighty Blow. But we're also probably not going to actually hurt anybody. The funny thing is, we actually have a route in here for a 3 dice against, which we're not going to take, but... I guess we're doing this. Okay, we got him down again. We'll just knock him into the middle. We're not trying to prove anything here. I guess that being the case, we could have got this guy up and done that and then moved the bear. But I think honestly, it's not necessarily bad, the bear just being there kind of blocking things. So I guess for the moment we kind of do a bit of an elf setup here. And just try and make things awkward. I dislike that his... I mean, I could come up here and do a 2 dice block down that way. Let's do this. Oh, it's a 1 dice. Whoops. Well, you know what? Sometimes you roll a bad 1 dice. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a 2 dice. I could have just put this guy here and done the 2 dice down this way. But I kind of liked the idea of keeping this guy pinned into place here as well, because he's obviously a very good cage corner. So let's see. I don't know if he's going to try and break out or not. Obviously with the wizard, breaking out is a bit risky. Looks like he's going to at least move. And if he can take Caspian out, all the better for him. Another stun is nice. But now he can kind of start to move down this way. It's very cat and mouse, this game. But I'm not sure who's what. Okay, I expected him to move further down, to be honest. I'm kind of okay with the lateral movement here. So standing that guy up gives him a 1 dice here and a 1 dice here. I kind of expect him to move out to try and get some kind of block. Okay, moving the runner first to be safe. Might pop this guy over as a, yeah. Could put this guy here, unless he's gonna, yeah, I think you get this guy up, right? Unless you've got other plans for him. But this seems like a very sensible place for him to be. Okay, this guy's doing it. So what's the Slayer doing? Where's he going? Okay. Okay. It's a plan to... Yeah, you'd have to 1 dice this guy. Probably gonna take his 2 dice, move on up with him, and now give him a 2 dice on this guy. That's what I'm imagining. I don't know that you reroll. Ah, maybe you do. No. No, I think that's sensible. You can't be down to 1 reroll already. Okay, so I think you're coming over to here. Do I put the guard in order to get the hit here? I think I kind of have to. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. That's not great either. Oh no, hang on. I also have to do this now. Otherwise I'm going to get surfed. Gotta remember the surfs. Let's see. I guess we maybe pop you in here. We're already taking a hit, so there's no extra hits to be taken here. Yeah, that wasn't very sensible. I just realized. Well, no, that's fine. I can push him up this way. Okay. I thought I was pushing him into my own guy for a second there. That's pretty sweet. I think I come up here to get the 3 dice if we manage to avoid being stupid. Which we do. We will take the push, I guess. And let's see. I guess we push this way and follow. Whew. It's intense. Yeah, Rutherford, it's not ideal. So if the wizard fails, which is, I guess, you know, you got to make that decision. Do you lightning bolt? Because we're going to assume that he's going to be in something of a cage the whole half. If the wizard fails, then obviously we've got a very difficult task on our hands because he's strength 4. And he's got a team full of guard. I suppose the other question is he able to, like, push down as far as he wants to with as much of his team as he wants to? Has he worked out a way to surface here? Hang on. I don't think so. I don't see it. If there is one. I mean this turn, obviously. But it's like the longer we stay near the edge, the more of a problem that becomes. Okay, yeah, I see what's going on here. So he pushes him inside, you get 2 guards. 2 cancel out my assist here. Got the first timer. Looks like he's trying to decide if he wants to push him or drop him there. Drops him there. Interesting. I thought he was going to try and make a move there, but that doesn't suggest it. Interesting. Oh, very interesting. Bit of a pullback, so I guess this guy's going to move back 1. 2, okay. Yeah, to there. Still got a potential... Oh no, that's not a great hit for him. Arguably a good wizard. I think the problem is, even if we knock all... let's say we knock 3 of these guys down, but 2 of them stay, then it's not a good situation. Oh, that worked. Oh, I forgot you. Boy, Cornelius. I guess we'll stay where we are. Okay, so we get Felix up. Caspian technically has a jump up, which is not going to work out. Obviously this is highly dangerous to get Benedict up. Doesn't really achieve a whole lot. Huh. This is pretty tough. I think we just have to get some guys just back up, to be honest. Am I looking at potentially blitzing here? I don't really want to, but I really am. I guess you're coming around here. Yeah, I don't have anything better than this, unfortunately. Whoa. Okay. We will just move him this way. I'd kind of like this, honestly, to go back to the middle here. So I'm going to do this in the hopes that maybe he pushes this way. Okay, we'll take that. Our guy Nesta, which is not a bad name for our team, to be honest, is gonna get beaten on here, unfortunately. But that's what we paid him the big bucks for. This dwarf has had some nice level up dice. Yes, he has, Mr. Elekra? Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying there. Specifically on this guy, right? On his runner. I think everything else is normal, but a movement and a strength on the runner is... Whew. Now the question is, I'm assuming that was a like a not a double 5, because I think if it was a double, you probably go dodge, right? Because the strength 4 blodge runner is I think even better. Do Longbeards get edge access for normal for that blodger? No. Oh, that's true. Yeah, sorry, I forgot the... yeah, he's got 2 blodging linemen as well, which is pretty annoying. I totally blanked on that. Yeah, this guy and this guy are also very good level ups. Any dodge you get on dwarfs, tasty. If he can get stand firm on these guys, it's going to be really obnoxious. Looks like he's... I don't know if he's thinking to swing back over this way. He's kind of stuck right now, and at this stage it's looking more and more like he's going to make a late run for it, because he's not really moved. Well, he's actually moving backwards at this stage, and he's halfway through the half. He's over halfway through the half. I think he's been trying to tease out the wizard, but I'm just not going to be tempted until there's a more obvious chance, because it's behind too many other dwarfs, and I'm not willing to risk the fireball. Yeah, so he's got a blodge guard here and a blodge guard here, and they have been a pain, although we've got kind of lucky by being able to power them out a couple of times. I mean, my favorite players though on his team, like if I was being the dwarfs, I think my favorites are the stand firm Longbeards, because stand firm is just such a useful skill when you've got guard and everything as well. Okay, looks like the blitz is coming on Severin, maybe? I could be misreading that. Yeah, it is. It looks like he's going to come from this direction. No, he's going... Oh, he's going for the bear. Okay. Well, if he can take him out, then, yeah, that's a big deal. Okay, didn't. So where are you going? Okay, so this is the beginning of trying to make a push here. Because obviously he's got to get moving. The good news is, in some senses, that we are a very fast team. I think we're doing a blitz over here because we need to. Because we need to. Okay, not what we'd have chosen, but it's not forcing us to use a reroll, so we'll take it. And we'll just drop in here, I think. We do get a 2 dice here. We should probably adjust some of these guys across before we do anything too major. I'd like to have somebody in contact with him to some degree. I guess you could come into contact with him, right? Does mean that you'll get hit next turn. Got to be a little bit careful to not overcommit as well there. Let's pop you into here. I don't think he could come back this way. That's not... Okay, so this is the one we do first. Okay, knockdown is good there. Obviously. Let's knock him back this way and stay where we're at. What are you gonna do? I'm a bit worried he's going to switch sides back on us here. So I'm not going to commit. I'm going to see where he's going. Because we could go here. I feel like he's coming this way. Yeah, we've got to not overcommit. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. And let's just leave you in contact so that it's hard for you to move. Okay. Alright, I didn't overcommit here. I think he's going to drive down this way because we didn't bring the guy across. I think he was... I think it... Okay, nope. Looks like he is going back this way. Oh, does he reroll? He's thinking about the reroll here, and he went for it. Okay, that's quite telling. Let's see, if I go here, does that help any? Not really. I mean, honestly, we'll probably get knocked off the field here. Are you fairly new to the game? Oh, there's so much going on. So yeah, now he's going to be able to take this guy out. But we do... Here's the good thing. We have 2 guys left over here. We have these guys potentially who may be able to move. I mean, he can certainly switch sides very quickly, but we're not overcommitting either way, which I am liking. He has 3 turns, including this turn, to score, so obviously time is not great for him. This guy is kind of off by himself. Yeah, this guy, I mean... This guy could be a pain, but he's much less likely to pass. Okay, that's a very distant run. Wow, he's really... This is interesting. Okay, so let's see what the plan is here. He's already blitzed. Which guy are you going against? Probably this guy, right? Because this guy is more important to me. So if he can take him out, that'll be a big deal. Okay, down he goes. Does he go out? Because getting rid of my guard would be very, very good. Okay, he didn't. This guy's probably just on bear duty. This guy might take the 1 die. That's a good result for us. Okay, I think we hit this guy this time. Do we have anybody with block to do it? No, we don't. Okay, okay. Let's have a think here for a second. Can you get all the way around there? You can. Okay, that's worth doing then. I think... Or is it? Yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure what this guy's going to do, is the problem. I think we have to just stand our guard up. Bottom left lying down. These guys. Second guy on the left has block. Oh, he's strength 2 though. That's the downside. But yeah, he does have that block. So I think this guy's going to have to blitz because he's got the strength 3. Arguably, we could put both of them over here and then block with this guy because we'd have enough strength, but I don't necessarily want to do that. Do we have any 1 dies here? That's a 1 die. I think this guy is just getting up. Okay. You need to just... Oh, now I suddenly realized I could do that. Let's bring... No, we have to do this first. Boy, so many decisions. Okay, that's a good result. We'll pop him there. Stay. Oh, that's a really good result. Oh, it's getting to that tense time of the game where it's difficult to make decisions because everything is scary. So I think we'll pop him in here just as a blocker because I don't want to overcommit anywhere. We should make this. Well, that's kind of disappointing. So we're just going to move him up to here. We will stay. We'll use this guy to block him in. We're just going to bring this guy in here, because I'm not sure what else to do with him. And we're going to leave it at that. Whew. This is one of those games where every single thing you do is scary and crucial. Okay, is he going to try and force a path through the middle? If he does, might not be the end of the world. He has to get whoever he wants to score with into scoring range this this turn. So he has to push him this way. No, he can go this way, yeah. Okay, so I think he's trying to push down the middle, maybe. We could have done with him going down on the first time because it would have freed this guy up. Now this guy has inadvertently got tied up here. Seems like he's going to try blitzing the catcher. Yeah. I imagine this guy's going to go down and he's going to try and form something of a pocket down here. We do still have a lot of guys close by. This is probably the turn where we use the wizard. But let's see how what he does goes, because there's a lot still to happen here. Whew, tense. I mean, it's been a great game, and he's obviously a really good player. It's really feels very chess-like, this particular game, because every move has felt important. The question ultimately is going to be, and we're not going to know until it's too late, has he been too conservative by staying back so long? Or has he in fact been very patient in a good way? And I mean, to some extent the dice are going to decide that, because you could argue it either way. So this is a GFI to make this happen, which might be why he's hesitating. I'm not 100% convinced that he's not going to hand it off to this guy down here, but it is a Longbeard, so... Okay, that's good. That's very good for us, because we can wrestle it, and then he has to dodge through. If he wants to come through now, the path is blocked. It looks like he's going to dodge through anyway. Maybe he's going to put this guy in scoring position. Well, he's running really low on time. Okay, so he's definitely coming through. It's kind of an all or nothing situation here. Oh boy. Feel like the Agi 2 would make it a good thing for you if he does. Yeah. Okay, so he ran out of time. The downsides of the indecisiveness there, unfortunately. So, let's just check. Can he score? No. No. Okay. So that being the case, yeah, that was rough. I mean, we were gonna... I guess now the question is, can we wizard him successfully? Even if we didn't, we could probably still knock him over, but obviously now it's a lot less scary. Alright, nice. Because now I'm potentially thinking, can we also score? Which is a little bit greedy, but, you know. I mean, theoretically I could. It's not easy, though. Okay, so that doesn't really help a whole lot. Do we stay? I think we follow. I can't do the second one because we'll knock him onto the ball. Let's see. The question is, who would score? You're free. But it's hard to get you up there. This is probably the guy. I guess we see if we get a push here, or if this goes wrong. Okay, that went right. Blitz with the loner and hope for a pair. I mean, that's certainly a an option. Oh, is he just? He might have gone. He might have just given up here, which I wouldn't blame him for. It's been a very tense game, and then running out of time sucks. Okay, so we can get into, you know, potentially clear field. The question is, can anybody pick up the ball? Yes. I'd really like to blitz this guy off, but I don't think I have anybody that's safe to do it with. Uh-oh. I'm having the same problem he's having there. Complete and utter indecisiveness. Okay. So now we just stand this guy up. Now we just got to try and protect our players here a bit. Okay. Well, I got so caught up in thinking through the possibilities that I just completely ignored what was going on. So now I think we might be getting oh, I think this is going to be a chain. Although that won't push this guy off unless he gets somebody else over there. Anyway, it's all good. It was all done with the knowledge that we were safe, so it's not the end of the world. Unless he kills all of our team, in which case it is actually the end of the world. But yeah, the plan there was to leap this guy over, grab the ball, and then throw it over there. But obviously, I got so caught up in trying to find a way to blitz him free rather than just doing the dodge that I just ran myself out of time. Alright, so what's the plan? Probably push this guy here and then run this guy round. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, he can do this. He can blitz into here, and that will knock this guy off if he wants to. It doesn't really benefit him at this stage, but he may want to do it just to vent. I'm not sure how the map actually works out compared to a block. Yeah, I mean, with agility 3, if I could have found a way to get the block, the maths were definitely in the favor of the block. Let me just check. He doesn't have anybody. No, okay. Just making sure I didn't forget anybody. Because if you can get a 2-dice block, then the maths are in favor of the block. I couldn't... The problem was I was trying to work out how can I get a 2-dice block. In the end, I would have had to do a 3+ anyway, so I may as well have done the dodge. But I spent so long dithering that I didn't do anything useful at all. But yeah, dodges for most of our team on agility 3, you're looking at a 67% chance. So not anything, honestly, anything under 80% chance is scarier than you'd like. But when you have a team of agility 3, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. See, he's also run out of time there. Is he gonna manage to get a few kills in before the end here? Maybe. Will he do the 2-dice against on our bear? Might reroll that. Nope. I guess he's gonna save it for this one. Ha! Nice work, my friend. Okay. So technically we can still score this. Can we make this a better pickup? I mean, in theory. Wait, everybody's so far away. It might just be worth... yeah, I think it's just worth doing this. That's not ideal. But I think we'll take it. So we're going to try and leap over, grab the ball, and away we go. It's last turn, so why not? One die block essentially has the same 2 to 6 as. So 2 is... I'm going to have to read that in a second again. There's a lot to take in there. Oh, we failed the easy bit. Okay, we succeeded. Oh, we picked up the ball as well. So what are we looking at here? A 33% chance versus... Uh-oh. That's the game. That's the end of the game. Did he survive? He survived, so it's all good. So let's see. One die block essentially has the same 2 and 6 odds as an agi 3 dodge. Yeah, I suppose the one die block, the odds do vary with the one die block depending on if you have the block skill or tackle and all that kind of stuff. So that does vary a lot. The 2 is like a dodge with a reroll. Yeah, I suppose so. If it's on a 3, I know that it's always hard to work out. If you have like a 3+ with a reroll versus just a 2+, which is better. I know one of them is better. I can never remember which one it is. I think I usually... What would I usually go for? Probably the 3+ with the reroll, but I don't know the odds on that. And it might also depend on what's happening in the game. So, anyway, that was a solid game. I think we were always, as the second half progressed there, we were certainly... It was getting less and less likely that he was going to score, right? And even on that last turn where he didn't make the run through, the chances were we were going to get the lightning bolt on him and take him down. And even if he did get through, I think we had enough free guys at the back that we could have got a solid 2 dice block on him and knocked the ball free. I think we could have maybe even got it with wrestle, which would have greatly increased our odds. So I think he was just... I understand his hesitation because the wizard played into his mind and kept him back. But ultimately, I think that was his downfall. I really expected him to push harder because let's have a quick look. So it's Barbicus. His record was real solid, so I thought that was going to be a very, very hard game. Now it was a good game, but it wasn't as hard as I was expecting. Let's see. So teams, Barbicus, something like that. Did he get any level ups? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, his record before the game was 16-1-3. So yeah, we got a good result against a real good player there. Is it possible that I'm finally getting to grips with this team? Maybe. I think it's partially just that we're getting the level ups that we need. And things are going... We're not... I think we had a long sequence there where every time we got knocked over, we got injured, and that hasn't been as much of a problem the last couple games, and I think that's really helped us, because our record, even though we have a positive record now, it's still horrific. But I feel like we are kind of coming to terms with the team. I think we get dodge first. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm always happy to beat somebody that has a really good record, because you know that they are having a really good season and playing really well, and probably have a really good team setup as he did. So going into that game, I was very, very apprehensive, especially seeing as dwarfs can be pretty rough because of the armor breaks. But I think the armor went with us to some degree. And I think our patience in the first half to not score fast was probably good, although that probably would have changed had he have got a couple of injuries on us. I'd have got too scared to try that. But yeah, how's our last? So we're gradually turning it around. We've won the last 3, which we've never done with this team, 3 in a row. So right at the end of the season, we're sort of beginning to come good. And next time we have our guard catcher back. Kislev is not. This is the first time I've played Kislev. My usual team is Dark Elves. Um, so yeah, I'm trying these guys out while Blood Bowl 2 is still around. Just to see how they are, and they're very fun, but they're also very expensive and very well. They don't start with anybody with block. So add you 3 judges must make you very nervous indeed. Yes. And the other thing, this team has leap on everybody, but apart from the catches, the leap is on a 3+. So you're doing so much on 3+s with this team. And when it goes well, they look amazing. When it goes poorly, they look like the worst team ever because you feel like you've got a bunch of useless skills that you're paying for. So yeah. But the fact that they can almost always find a way to put some kind of defense together, it does make them really fun. It's like playing a very high agility elf team, and they have the flimsiness to go with it. So definitely a fun season, but one of my worst records for sure. We at one point, I mean it was bad, but we had a horrific record. At least we've managed to pull it around a little bit in recent times, which is fun. Yeah, no block on blitzers is horrible. Coming from Dark Elves, who have block on all 4 of their blitzers to start with, this definitely feels like a downgrade. But you know, they've got some fun stuff to kind of make up for it. You just have to. I think now our team is finally getting to the point where we have the skills that we needed at the beginning. So yeah, they're sort of gradually getting to that sweet spot. Unfortunately, it's about to be the end of the season, so. But hey, we're having fun at the end. Alrighty. I have to head off. It's getting. At least you have a bear. Yeah, the bear has been very fun. He's been pretty useless, if I'm going to be honest, most of the season, and suddenly at the end has also come good. But he's. I mean, you gotta love the fact that he's a bear. And a tame. He's lived up to his tame bear name until right at the end of the season. But he survived. That's the main thing. To be honest. All right, I need to go to bed. So we're gonna wrap this game up, and maybe I can squeeze in a couple more before the end of the season. It depends when it ends, but I hope so because the team's looking good right now. Thanks for hanging around, Mr. Electra, and yeah, no worries. It was fun to chat outside of just sort of commentating what's going on, and hopefully we'll see you next time, whenever that may be. Bye for now, everyone.